Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. And our first story of the day, a Berea woman is behind bars after allegedly leading police on a chase on US 25 that neared 100 miles per hour. According to the Madison County Sheriff's Department, 32-year-old Linda Gadd allegedly stole the vehicle before leading police on a dangerous chase. Police detailed that the chase began around 11 p.m. Saturday, where Gadd was observed swerving and driving down the two-lane highway at a high rate of speed as an officer was in the area of Kingston Shell patrolling. As she was followed, it was determined by Berea police that the vehicle had been stolen. After failing to yield to a stop sign, the police gave chase and noted that Gadd almost wrecked into other cars at rates of around 100 miles per hour. The citation continues that she then spun out into a ditch where she was arrested without incident. Gadd was charged with first-degree fleeing or evading police, speeding 26 miles per hour or over the limit, reckless driving, first-degree wanton endangerment, disregarding a stop sign, failure to improper signal, receiving stolen property over $1,000 but less than $10,000, no operator's license, and operating on a suspended or revoked license. Long line of charges there for her. Well, a man that police say could potentially be dangerous is on the run from officers after escaping custody in Montgomery County. The Montgomery County Sheriff say 54-year-old Terry Wilson apparently cut his ankle bracelet a little after 3 a.m. Monday and fled. Wilson was scheduled to appear in a Bath County court yesterday but failed to show up. He is facing charges in Montgomery County for kidnapping and strangulation. The sheriff warns citizens not to approach Wilson if he's spotted and instead to immediately notify law enforcement. Well, today is election day for the special election for the 89th district, which includes Berea, parts of Loyal County, and Jackson County. Eligible precincts will vote, but the time is running out. You have until 6 p.m. to cast your vote at the Russell Acton Folk Center in Berea. That's at 212 West Jefferson Street in Berea. Traffic was snarled close to an hour this afternoon around lunchtime on the Eastern Bypass by Red Lobster and the entrance to the mall due to an injury accident. As you can see from this footage, it took crews some time to clear up the wreckage. However, the area has now been reported to be reopened. Well, if you keep track of the vaccination and COVID incidence rate numbers closely like we do here at WBON-TV to give you the latest information, you may have noticed a discrepancy in the latest Madison County and even the statewide vaccination numbers, where it seemed Madison County had surpassed the 50% vaccination rate. Instead, some reporting was doubled from certain pharmacies across the state. To clear the air and see where Madison County really is as far as the vaccination rate, WBON-TV spoke with Communications Director for the Health Department, Kelly McBride. With that story, here's News Director Marissa Hempel.
Madison County, like many other counties across the state, has actually seen a dip in vaccination rates from what was previously reported. According to Kelly McBride of the Madison County Health Department, this issue is not just confined to this area. It is due to double reporting.
As Governor Beshear had reported, some of Kentucky's vaccinations were actually reported twice. So what happened was the CDC informed Kentucky that the data from one pharmacy chain, and that happened to be Kroger, was reported to a federal database through two different sources. So they were reporting it to two legitimate sources and canceled each other out, so that it was only counted twice. But Kroger was doing their due diligence, reporting to the Kentucky Immunization Registry and directly to the CDC.
McBride said this was corrected immediately once the discrepancies were noted and reported to the state to change the numbers. In Madison County specifically, the numbers weren't as drastically different as seen in other areas of the Commonwealth.
The difference for Madison County was from just over 51% down to today's 46.1%. So it wasn't as large a difference as some counties may have experienced. I think it comes down to how many Kroger pharmacies are in your community and how many local folks that they provided the vaccines to.
As there is only one Kroger pharmacy in the area, this could be part of the reason why the numbers didn't take as much of a hit. McBride then goes on to explain why that 50% vaccination rate is so important.
Obviously, the higher percentage of folks that we have vaccinated is a greater percentage of people that are protected from serious effects of COVID-19. And we don't want people getting severely sick to where they have to be hospitalized or on a ventilator. We want them to stay out of the hospital.
McBride and the health department still stress the importance of getting vaccinated, especially now that the governor has recommended the third shot or booster shots. However, McBride says it's still too early to know exactly how these third shots will affect the fully vaccinated numbers.
Honestly, I don't know how they're going to count that. I do know that our nursing team here, they're making efforts to delineate between, a third dose and an initial dose. So those records need to be kept on each individual person so that they and their physicians know how many vaccines they have had, and if they do qualify as fully vaccinated. The booster dose is given to those whose immunity may be waning or decreasing because of factors such as age, other factors such as their living conditions or their working conditions. And because of the Delta variant, some of these boosters will be needed just to keep people protected from those severe complications and symptoms of the Delta variant.
Stay tuned, as WBON-TV will have more information regarding the difference between booster shots versus a third dose. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that story. A weekend wreck has claimed the life of a Stanford teen. According to officials, 17-year-old Christina Land was driving west on Kentucky 70 Saturday morning when she pulled into the path of 38-year-old Joshua Taylor of Somerset. Police say it seems that she did not stop at the stop sign, which led to the wreck. Land then struck a utility pole and was ejected from her vehicle. She was taken to Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital in Somerset, where she died from her injuries. Police add that she was also not wearing a seatbelt. A male passenger in Land's vehicle and Taylor were taken to the hospital with injuries. The accident remains under investigation. Well, with that, we're going to go to our first break of the day. Don't go anywhere. We've got weather, sports, and more news coming right for you here on WBON Channel 9.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Tired of getting electric bills that are up to 5 times higher than what you should be paying? Madison HVAC will identify the problem and fix it. We are offering a heat and safety check to homeowners in Richmond, Kentucky for $59. Yes, $59, and this offer is available during normal business hours through Thanksgiving of 21. Call 859-625-1471 to schedule your opportunity to save money. Here at Madison HVAC, we fix that too.
Call 625-1471 or visit madisonhvacr.com to learn more.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The Old West, the way you remember it. good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. We have a freeze warning in effect from midnight tonight until 9 a.m. on Wednesday. A freeze watch is in effect from late Wednesday night through Thursday morning. With more on the weather, here's our Weather Center.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. From the Madison HVAC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. We have a stretch of frigid nights ahead as temperatures are going to be quite cold, especially during the overnight hours, preparing for freeze conditions. We do have a very quiet week, though, as an area of high pressure is dominating, and then gradually warming each and every day. In particular, as we look at our daytime highs, they will be gradually increasing. But for now, we do certainly have some chilly temperatures. Radiational cooling is going to be a feature in this week's forecast, so I wanted to explain a little bit what happens during the overnight hours. If we have clouds present, the clouds block the heat release from the Earth's surface and radiates that back down towards the surface, so kind of acting like a blanket. But as you remove the cloud cover and skies become clearer, well, that maximizes cooling, especially with light winds, and we'll really see perfect examples of that this week. Tonight, we do have freeze warnings in place in the greater Richmond area and much of the Commonwealth. In fact, all of the Commonwealth, as you can see, there has frost or freeze concerns, not just tonight, but in the following nights ahead. Here's an hourly breakdown of our forecast tonight. We have mostly clear skies and we'll drop down to around 30 degrees early in the morning. We're thinking a low of around 30 in Richmond, but I'm pretty sure areas like Irvin into Stanton may even get into the upper 20s. So certainly very cold conditions to start off our day. Hourly breakdown of tomorrow, again, frigid in the morning. We'll be above freezing by the 10 a.m. hour. We'll see partly sunny conditions, so a combination of sun and clouds. Our high temperatures will be peaking in the upper 40s, and as we compare these temperatures to our average, we're still running below the average. So chilly by early November standards. We're running below the norm by about 10 to 15 degrees or so. Now here's our extended forecast. We have a stretch of sunshine for the rest of the week, and keep in mind that we will be gradually warming, hitting the 50s by this weekend. And don't forget to fall back. We've got the time change happening by this weekend as well. Thank you so much for watching. That's your Greater Richmond area weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Susie Martin.
Thanks, Susie, for that weather forecast. Well, a man who was hit by a car on Halloween night and later died has been identified as one of the winningest jockeys in Churchill Downs history. 34-year-old Miguel Mina was killed in a pedestrian accident on I-64 in Louisville on Sunday night. Mina won 2,079 races in North America and won over $72 million in prize money. Officials say Mina had 481 wins under his belt at Churchill Downs, including 2 Kentucky Derby wins. Very sad news there. Well, Lexington Fire Department responded to a possible structure fire Sunday evening at the 200 block of Bassett Avenue. Upon arrival, fire crews reported no smoke or flames visibly emitting from the structure. However, once inside the building, crews were met with heavy black smoke. Firefighters determined the blaze had in fact occurred inside the structure, but had burned itself out by the time they arrived. Reports state that there were no injuries to humans. However, 2 cats sadly died during the short-lived inferno. Sad news there too. Well, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists of scheduled paving operations in Madison County. Work includes both Crooksville Road, Kentucky 499, and Dreyfus Road, Kentucky 3376. Alternating lane closures are necessary, with motorists allowed to pass through the work zone. Wednesday, November 3rd from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and weekdays. Note that the alternating lane closures in place will have flaggers assisting traffic. Crooksville Road, Kentucky 499, paving will be in effect between mile point 0 and 1.44 and Dreyfus Road. Paving will be in effect between mile point 5.98 and 10.68. All work closures are scheduled on a tentative basis and subject to change depending on weather, emergency, and other factors beyond the control of the Highway Department. Well, Governor Andy Beshear is encouraging Kentuckians to visit connect.ky.gov to review and compare plans on the state's new health care marketplace and see what coverage best suits their needs for 2022. Kentuckians can enroll till January 15th, 2022. The state-based marketplace relaunch, recently approved by the Federal Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, will allow Kentuckians to access and compare state-managed health care options, apply for coverage, and complete their enrollment all in one convenient platform. The relaunched portal also will help connect Kentuckians with other benefits and resources, including food, utility assistance, transportation, job training, and veterans benefits. As COVID cases continue to decline and our economy surges, we're excited to bring back the state-based health care marketplace, Governor Beshear said. Making sure all Kentuckians have access to affordable health care coverage helps further strengthen our economy and our families by reducing the consequences of being uninsured. During this preview period, we encourage Kentuckians to visit Connect to see if they may be able to access more benefits while reducing their monthly health plan cost. The new plan takes effect January 1st, which gives Kentuckians time to review plan details from the insurer. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got sports news coming up right here on WBON Channel 9.
Now, more than ever, all U.S. veterans need your help. If you have an old car, truck, or van, you can donate it today and help them. And they'll come pick it up for free. Plus, the money raised helps our nation's disabled veterans and their families. Call the number on your screen right now. Within a few days, we'll come and tow it away for free, running or not. And the proceeds greatly help U.S. veterans. So please call right now.
Sundays, join Retro TV for Idle Chat. This new series, hosted by Susan Anton, features intimate conversations with your favorite celebrities from years gone by. Take a walk down memory lane with stars from Happy Days, Leave It to Beaver, The Love Boat, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Lost in Space, and more. Tune in to Idle Chat, Sundays at 8 p.m. on Retro TV.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
You're watching Richmond's very own Channel 9, Richmond's first over-the-air television service. WBON airs 4 channels of great programming on the AMG, Buzzer, Heartland, and Retro TV networks. WBON-TV channels are available on all area cable systems too, including Spectrum. Advertising on WBON-TV is very affordable, and your message will be seen regionally by viewers from London to Lexington. Join our growing list of advertisers today. You'll be surprised how affordable TV advertising can be. Email today for information on our special introductory offer and start doing marketing and advertising that works. Email us at information@WBON-TV.com or message us on WBON-TV Facebook.
to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. In an exclusive interview with WBON-TV last night, Jon Clark talked about his decision to step down as the head coach of the Eagles. Well, he's using the word retirement right now. Coach said, never say never.
Last night on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, Jon Clark from Madison Southern joined us to discuss his decision to step down as the Eagles head coach after 11 years at the helm.
Kind of twofold. We've started a business venture during COVID that put us into storage units, and it's growing really rapidly. We'll have 5 facilities by next May now, and it's really become a full-time investment and job for me. That's part of it. The other part is I'm just a goal-oriented person, and I've been thinking about it for a while just because, when I took the job, I made a list of 10 things I wanted to do, 10 things that needed to happen to build the program, 10 goals that I had, and really have kind of set back lately and realized, like, we've done everything I came to do. And I think it's time for a new chapter for me. And I don't think it's a bad thing for the school right now either. I think it's a good time for some change there as well.
One of the many reasons that Coach made this decision was seeing what COVID had done not only to the kids in his program, but those who forgot what it was like to come out and cheer on the Eagles on Friday nights.
COVID has affected the kids. I mean, I'll tell you right now it has. I mean, we send them home and tell them don't be around each other, don't touch each other. Yeah. We don't hold them accountable at a high standard across the board for a year and a half, and then all of a sudden we think they're just going to flip a switch and be accountable and dedicated and everything again. And it's going to take a while to get kids out of that. And that's not just at Madison Southern. I've talked to buddies I have all over the country. They're doing the same thing. Yeah. And other coaches in the building are doing it. Like, it's everywhere. So that was frustrating. I think, there's some traditions we'd carried that I realized our kids in our school, I think, have forgotten in just a year and a half because of COVID. Yeah. And there's very much a feel like this season I was feeling like I'm having to rebuild things that we already did, and I don't want to do that right now. Like, I'm just not at the point in my career where I want to reteach everybody that's there at 6 o'clock at a tailgate, hey, y'all just missed Eagle Walk, but there's 40 of you in the building eating hot dogs.
Yeah. Many players took to social media to honor Coach Clark as he makes this decision, and Coach talked about some of the ones who he remains close with today.
Gosh, man, I've been so blessed with relationships with young men, and I think this is a part that, unless you're me, nobody gets that piece. Nobody gets to see what I've got to experience. Yeah. I've talked to so many of these guys. Like, Tobias was one of the first to know. I mean, he's like a son to me. Yeah. We talk like every other day. And I'm in the car. We talk for an hour while I'm driving. It just he's like the only one I trusted to dog sit for me. I mean, he's an awesome kid. But Trey and I are close. I mean, you mentioned so many kids there that I'm still very, very close with. And
there's probably many more we're leaving out.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer Stone is one that was around early on. We've stayed very close, and Clayton Barnes. There's so many names. Justice Williams. There's some great players on that list.
We think 11 years ago. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
There's some that came back to be a part of the coaching staff, right?
Yeah, I was going to say too is the first 2 I talked to about this was Buddy Harrison and Jordan Castile. Buddy is on staff with us right now. Jordan is a young student assistant coach that we're kind of grooming and working with. And I let them know right away because they're there with me every day.
Yeah. One thing that always gets lost when thinking about head coaches is their spouse. Coach Clark says he wouldn't even have been here today if it wasn't for his wife, Erica.
I mean, first off, I wouldn't be here. I mean, I stayed because I fell in love, and we have an amazing family.
You'd have left us a long time
I mean, I just had different ambitions in my head. But meeting her changed everything for me. Gosh, like, how blessed have I been? She's been so supportive. I mean, people send my wife messages on Facebook saying, does the coach know this answer? Like, why do people do that? Like, that's the stuff a coach's wife deals with. Yeah. My wife doesn't know what's going on with the football program.
Right.
She's like every other parent that, I got to send her the calendar just like everybody else because we're never crossing paths but 5 a.m.
Right.
If you missed any of the complete interview from the show last night, you can go back and watch it in its entirety on the WBON-TV Facebook or YouTube channels. For WBON-TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. Well, a temporary road closure has been announced in the area of 530 Blue Lick Road for the installation of a culvert. The work will take place on Wednesday, November 3rd. That's tomorrow, between the hours of 8 and 3 p.m. The road will be closed to all through traffic. Make sure you make a note of that. And we're going to go to the last break of the day. Don't go anywhere. We've got more COVID information right after this here on WBON Channel 9. Veterans Contracting now has ProScan. ProScan is 5 times faster than traditional manual roofing estimates. Using ProScan, Veterans Contracting can give you a 100% virtual experience. Touch-free, hassle-free, and appointment-free, using 3D modeling to measure and scan your roof with our state-of-the-art drone technology. Be prepared for storm damage with a pre-loss scan. ProScan, where trust starts with transparency. Call for your ProScan roof analysis, 859-382-3430. Veterans Contracting, specializing in roofing.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. We take family heirlooms and create something new. We fix broken jewelry. We can make anything you want. 1 and 2 day service. We have chain repairs starting at $25 and we have ring sizing starting at $45. Kentucky agate charms are Georgia and Ohio. We're located at 108 East Main Street in downtown beautiful Richmond, Kentucky, and there's always plenty of parking. We're nationally known and locally owned. Come see us at Leeds Fine Jewelry.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham & Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham & Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham & Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
If you love local sports, then you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join Samantha Burford and myself, Michael Watkins, each Monday on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show as we break down, recap, and preview the sports in our area. Hear from coaches, players, and more from Central, Southern, Berea, Model, EKU, and more each Monday from 6 to 7 on WBON-TV Channel 9. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Campus Warehouse in Richmond, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Governor Beshear is urging Kentuckians to get their COVID-19 booster shots. According, another 48 virus-related deaths were reported between Saturday and Monday, including a Kentuckian as young as 24 years old. There is some good news in the latest report, however. All of Kentucky's COVID hospitalizations, ICU, and ventilator numbers are down. Kentucky's COVID-19 positivity rate is at 5.03. Very, very quickly, we're going to look at the incidence rate because we have great news. We have a county that has fallen into the green. That is Hickman County, all the way on the western part of the state. Just a quick recap, we have that one green county. We have 7 yellow counties, red 46, and orange 66. Red is going down. Well, that's it for today. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. at Live on 5. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.